right after we got off our last podcast.
Right?
Um, welcome. I am highly favored. Who y'all know who I am. Um,
For you.
everything I do it on God. Everything we do it on God. And every time I do it with these two crazy motherfuckers, we do it on God. I am Young Money Bad News, the co-CEO of the Star Money Click, number one rapper in the world, and I am BMC for life. That is 1-5, the other co-owner of Star Money Click, number one producer in the world, and the owner of Punish Me Vodka that sponsors every show we do.
Yep.
That's Jimmy two times, the excited 49ers fan and the hopeful Oklahoma Sooner fan, and my brother from another mother. And we are the On God Podcast. Welcome to my wonderful world of how many times can you win in 1 year?
Man.
How many times can you win in 1 year? That's
I'm
hard
at
to say.
0. I'm currently at 0.
Yeah.
So the
I got,
Eagles
yeah.
put a belt to ass
Yeah, they
on the
did.
Chiefs, 40
Yeah,
to
they did.
22. Both teams finished the year 17-3. It really wasn't that close. It was 40-6 in the fourth quarter, and then we set our people down. My coach was already having a Gatorade bath. Jalen Hurts is the MVP, 17 for 21, 17 for 22. I'm sorry, 221, 72 yards rushing for a touchdown, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, QBR of 119, 77% throwing the ball. But my quarterback can't throw the ball though. My quarterback ain't that good though. My my quarterback don't make big plays and he don't win big games. He's just a winner. He can't do what y'all quarterbacks can do. He's just a winner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm about to prove you wrong in a second. Just give me a second.
He's a chicken dinner.
Wait, hey, 2 times. Tell him, just give me 1 second. We gonna get there. So, AJ Brown, 3 catches, 43 yards, a touchdown. Devontae Smith, 4 catches, 69 yards, and actually the nail in the coffin touchdown for 46 yards. Saquon Barkley, 57 yards on 25 carries, 6 catches for 40 yards. He still basically had 100 yards on you. So it really didn't matter if he ran for 100. He does everything. Josh Sweat, 2.5 sacks. This is just defense. Zach Bond,
Froze up.
Jalen Hunt, the rookie, 0.5 sack. Cooper DeJean, pick 6. First pick of the year is a touchdown. Rookie. I mean, I don't really know what else you want me to say. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with the Philadelphia Eagle hate. I'm really done with the Jalen Hurts hate though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really done with it. So I'm gonna start it off like this. Jalen Hurts is 9-1 against everybody's favorite quarterbacks. I'm gonna say it one more time. Jalen Hurts is 9-1 against all y'all favorite quarterbacks. The only quarterback he's ever lost to is Pat Mahomes. He is 2-1 against Pat Mahomes. He is 1-0 against Lamar Jackson. He is 1-0 against Josh Allen. He is 2-0 against Jordan Love. He is 2-0 against Matthew Stafford. And he is 1-0 against Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go do your little rankings, the little bullshit ass rankings y'all do, y'all don't even put my man's in the top 10. We be whooping y'all's ass. All y'all quarterbacks' ass.
Mm.
He is the only quarterback in the history with 10 passing touchdowns and 10 rushing touchdowns in his playoff career. Just let that sit in for a minute. 10 rushing touchdowns, 10 passing touchdowns in his playoff career. He has the most rushing yards by a quarterback in the Super Bowl. He is the first quarterback to win a Super Bowl in a rematch between opposing quarterbacks. The first. He's the first quarterback to win a Super Bowl drafted after Pat Mahomes in 2018 or later. But all them guys I named, he on y'all MVP list. Them motherfuckers is y'all favorite quarterbacks. They
I
Go ahead.
I appreciate you leaving Brock Purdy out of this. I feel
He's
better.
on the list too. He's on the list
No, because
too.
we ain't play y'all last year.
We knocked him out in the playoffs and beat his ass too. He's on the list.
But I mean, but he's
The
one
list,
of.
I don't get it twisted. The list is longer than that. I just left some names off. Don't get it twisted. I got more names. I just left out. We ain't gonna talk about Dak Prescott.
Well, he's really one to get.
The rookie. Hold on. Todd's favorite guy, the rookie Jaden Daniels. We didn't already smoked his ass too. We put 50 on his ass. Don't play with me. Just let it go. They can't fuck with Jalen. Just let it go. You better put some top 5. So all that talking, I don't hear that shit no more. I don't want to hear he can't throw the ball. Nah, bruh. The percentage don't lie. The percentage don't lie.
I don't know why they do that one. That's the one. That's the one. I kind of, it kind of is mysterious to me, and I'm trying to figure out why they just put names in the hat and just pick his name out to start this shit
because he can run too. That's why.
But that's the problem.
Balls in the game.
But that's what the part I'm trying to explain. Herman Edwards is famous for saying you play to win the game. So it doesn't really matter how you win the game, whether you win it ugly, pretty, or whatever. The man just keeps winning, and he actually puts up good numbers using all of his talents. He don't have to throw the ball for 400 yards. He don't have to run for 300 yards. He can go a little bit. I mean, I've seen games where he's thrown for $150, ran for about 100, and had about 3-4 touchdowns. And people were still like, yeah, but I only throw for 100. What does it matter? He won. That doesn't make any sense. If my quarterback is doing that and we win it, you won't hear me say a goddamn thing.
In the same playoff weekend, Josh Allen threw for 126 yards. Jalen Hurts threw for 127, and they crucified Jalen Hurts for throwing for 127 and still got the W. Crucified him.
Mm-hmm.
What is the quarterback standard? This is not 1995, bro. Motherfuckers don't just stand in the pocket and throw for 400 no more. It just don't happen all the time no more. Regardless of what people think about Lamar Jackson might throw for 200, but in that same game, most of the time, Lamar Jackson will rush for over 60 plus yards. But don't nobody say shit about when Lamar Jackson do that.
But I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like they just picked the name out of hat. He just had to be the guy because you can't sit back and have certain quarterbacks doing a similar shit and they're not getting wins. But this guy does the shit. He's getting wins, but it's a problem. That doesn't make any sense.
Because when he does it, he just smiles. He don't really talk. He ain't got nothing to say to you. He's not gonna.
Yeah, he's very strategic about his press conference, and I like that because they asked him the other day. What they asked him the other day? What changed? He said what didn't change? It was something. Dude went through a long ass question, and dude said, "I lost." That's what changed. I said, that's some cold shit to say.
His screensaver is the loss to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
2023. He's kept it this whole time, and he said he's not changing it. And I don't blame him because you got to understand, like,
motivation.
Being an Eagles fan is so fun because we've been right here in y'all face this whole time, and y'all still put us under the radar. Like, bro, we've been right here. You got to remember. Let's just do this for shits and giggles, because this is what I was telling you about earlier today when we was together and we was talking. If you go back from 2023 to 2025, you know who got the most wins as an NFC team? You'd have been to the Super Bowl too in the same time period. But you know who done won the most games out of me and your team? My team. We was 10-1 in 2024. Remember, like, motherfuckers just be forgetting. We lost 6 games at the end, but let's remember how we started. We was 10-1, bro. Remember what we was the year before that? In 2023, we was 10-1 again. Do you know what we was this year? We went on a 10 or 12 game win streak this year when we won the Super Bowl. Remember, I only lost 3 games. I finished the year 17-3. Like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? It ain't just put some respect on my quarterback. Put some respect on my motherfucking team's name, bro. Because we're not going anywhere. This is what I keep trying to preach to people. We're here. Like, you're gonna have to get us off the mountain. And I don't think you're gonna be able to do it. Because my defense is at an average age, 26 years old. We rushed 4 people and killed Pat Mahomes. 4. And remember, y'all too was, man, I don't know, man. The referees, man, you might do it. I ain't give a fuck what I say. I don't give a fuck about no referees. Fuck the referees. We gonna dog walk their ass. I knew it was the best team all year. Dog walk their ass. Just like we dog walk Washington's ass. Dog walk the Rams' ass. What's up? And you was scared when we played Kansas City. You picked them scary motherfuckers because you was scared. And I told you not to pick them motherfuckers. Told you. You picked the wrong motherfucker. I don't know who he is.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you deserve to talk all this shit. No, I ain't saying nothing. I mean, ain't nothing I can say.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you why. Because you didn't ask for the rematch. When you played him again, you didn't say, I want him. I've been saying it for a whole year.
I don't think it would have changed the outcome.
It's documented on this motherfucker. And can't nobody say I didn't say it. Can't nobody didn't say. I said, bro, who you want? I want to win. I said I want Kansas City to win because I want to beat their ass. I want to see them again because I knew we had them beat the first time. We up 10. Come on, man. Like, ain't nothing.
I mean, but see, your situation and my situation is a little different because I told you about 3 years ago after we lost the first time to Kansas City. I said from here on out, we'll just see. So we made the Super Bowl. I was happy. But I still was like, we'll see because my head coach, he's a scary motherfucker. He's very brilliant with what he does, but I think his brilliance sometimes is the reason he overthinks the fact that, okay, people know that I'm smart. Well, let me try to prove it versus just going out there and executing what you're effective at. And that's what gets in his fucking way every time. So from my fan perspective, when I see this shit, I'm like, if he just does what I know he can do, we'll win. But I don't know if he's going to do that because he'll just get away from things to try to outsmart people. And you don't have to do that sometimes. Sometimes football is basic. You got to win in the trenches. The offensive line and the defensive line is where you start with the win. It doesn't matter if you got the best quarterback. It don't matter if you have the best running back. It don't matter if all those specialty positions, those are great to have because we had them. I have no trophies. When we were winning, the offense and the defensive line were the reasons why we were winning. That's how football has always been shaped. I don't care if it's high school, collegiate, or pros. And that's the difference with y'all.
But your team does exactly what his team does. And I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about. When Cincinnati plays Kansas City, one thing I will give Cincinnati props about is Cincinnati knows they like to throw the ball. So what does Cincinnati do the whole game against Kansas City? Throw the goddamn ball. Cincinnati sticks to their game plan against Kansas City. That's why the games are always close. The problem with Cincinnati is defense don't be good enough to get over the hump to put them over the hump. And the one time that they was good enough to beat them and went to the Super Bowl, they defense played. That was the best year their defense was that year. Your problem is when you get in the big game with these motherfuckers, you start off doing what you known for, and then y'all go like this. Hey man, did somebody drop the playbook? Can you find it? Call Cal. Call Kyle and tell Kyle we need the playbook. I don't know what.
And that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what.
Hey, Brock, you want to throw it? Hey, Jimmy, you want to throw it? Go ahead and throw that motherfucker like 30 times.
But that's what Kyle does. That's what Kyle does. He's always done that.
That's what I'm saying. What did I say before we played Kansas City? And y'all asked me when I said, you know who my pick is, but I'm gonna tell you why we're gonna win the game. And I said because we're gonna do what y'all don't do. We're gonna play Philadelphia Eagle football. We don't give a fuck who you put in front of us. We always play our game. When I went to Cincinnati and seen us play the Bengals, and my cousin and my uncle sitting next to me, they talking all this shit on the way to the game. It's 17-17 at halftime. In my mind, I'm going, they don't know that I know in this second half, we about to whoop their ass. They sitting there geeking. Oh shit, whiteout game, we turned. By the time we got in the car on the way back to my cousin's house, it was a church mouse. It was a church mouse in the motherfucking car. I said, oh, y'all ain't talking now? Because I already knew what my team capable of. We stick to the script. To win in this league, that's why Kansas City wins in this league. Kansas City never lets you take them off what they like to do. Period. Never. Even when we were whooping their ass, what did they do? Keep throwing the ball. Dumb. Never ran the ball.
But I mean, my situation goes back to Atlanta with Kyle Shanahan. He was on 28-3 on Tom Brady, and he stopped doing what was beating their ass. So I mean, hey, I inherited it. He's never learned. He's never gonna learn. And here's the thing: if he's ever gonna win us a trophy, he's got to learn. He's got to learn that if you try to go off course from what got you there, you're not going to win. It's that simple. But like I said, the difference between you and the rest of the other 31 teams in the NFL, you had the advantage on both sides, the offensive line and defensive side, in every single game. There may have been a team that had just as good a defensive line as you, but they didn't have a better offensive line. And there may have been a team that you played against that had a better offensive line, but they didn't have the good defensive line. You had both. So you had the advantage every game, and like I said, you rolled that all the way to the damn trophy. And I commend y'all for that. I remember I used to enjoy that. I don't know if I ever will, but we'll see.
Now they had the best offense and defensive line in football this year anyway, and we all knew that. But the thing that I want to touch on is the complementary piece that they added with Saquon Barkley this year was amazing. That did wonders for that offense. And not only that, man, just like you said, give Jalen Hurts some props, man. My guy went out there and he won the games he needed to win. He won the games he needed to win. It may not look pretty. He may not throw the best spiral in the NFL.
But he does. He does.
Todd,
all his balls are spirals, bro.
I'm not trying to
let me ask you a question. No, I'm not either. But how many Jalen Hurts games have you watched?
At least 5 this year, and I saw a lot of low throws. I saw a lot of low throws. I saw a lot of low throws, a lot of receiver throws, a lot of throws that were off the mark. He's not an accurate passer. He's good. How
is he not an accurate passer? 2023 was in the MVP chase, throwing the ball.
All right.
What we talking about?
So the games I watched threw behind the receivers on their knees instead of their waist or higher.
Do Joe Burrow throw behind your receivers sometimes?
Sometimes, but not as much. Your boy does. Your boy. That's why he gets left off a lot of lists. I'm just being honest. You can't see it because you got your eagle blinders on. Blinders.
That's not facts.
No, that is facts.
I got the numbers to prove it. I got the numbers to prove it.
You guys got great receivers.
He was second. You know what I'm saying? Great receivers. He was second in the MVP race in 2023 from passing the ball.
Look, Lamar Jackson
not running the ball.
Lamar Jackson's won the MVP and been second in the MVP, and he is ass at throwing the ball.
Lamar Jackson's ass at throwing the ball.
MVP this year. He's ass at throwing the ball.
What games are you watching? Lamar Jackson's nowhere near ass at throwing the ball, Todd.
Not this year. He has been in the past in some of them MVP runs. He's been ass throwing the ball.
Lamar Jackson's ass throwing the ball in the playoffs. In the regular season, Lamar Jackson puts that ball on the money. You don't win MVP by being an ass thrower.
This past year, I will give it to you. Lamar Jackson has looked better.
You know what I'm saying?
This year,
what are you talking about? Like, you don't get MVP bro. You don't get in the MVP conversation being an ass thrower, like, and you're a quarterback. That doesn't happen. Just like when Jalen threw for 300 on the Chiefs in the Super Bowl in 23, he still can't throw a spiral. That makes no sense at all. He outplayed who you would consider the best quarterback in the league. He outplays him twice. Easy. But your excuse is
I'm trying to get the motherfucker props.
I got great receivers. If I got great receivers, right? If I got great receivers, what you got? What you got? Bums at receiver?
I got a great receiver, and
does that make Joe Burrow's ball? That makes Joe Burrow's ball spiral? Is that what that means?
Joe Burrow throws a nice ball.
Okay.
And
Hey, how about that?
that's how I know you don't watch Jalen Hurts. Hey,
Hey,
watch this.
one,
Two times. Does Jalen Hurts throw a nice ball?
yeah, thanks to Lincoln Riley. But here's the thing. Let me ask you this one, Five. Let me ask you this.
And guess what, Ty? He ain't got on Eagle blinders. He's not an Eagles fan. I'm just telling you.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this one, Five. Who's a better passer between the two of these two people I'm about to ask you? Baker Mayfield or Jalen Hurts?
I would say they're about equal.
I gotta go. I can't do this.
And I'll give Jalen Hurts a slight edge on that.
Hold on. I don't think you realize what he did. I don't think you realize what I just did right there. You know what? Notice I just compared two former Oklahoma City quarterbacks. Now, I know how you feel about Baker Mayfield. And even I sometimes I scratch my head with some of the throws that Baker Mayfield throws. But it's one thing I know. Baker Mayfield does not protect the ball. He throws some questionable shit. I haven't really never seen Jalen Hurts throw as many questionable throws as him. So I can't put Baker Mayfield in the same equality as Jalen Hurts.
Hey,
But I wanted to see where you were.
You would let me finish.
I got on these though, bro.
Say
I'm
what
like
you
this
want.
right. What is he talking about?
Hurts
Eagle
does not
blinders?
throw.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
All right.
What?
All right.
What?
Hey man, hey, I understand, man. Hey, look. Hey, look, I completely understand. Not everybody's sold on Jalen Hurts, so that's fine. But I don't. If Baker Mayfield is just as even as Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball, man, I don't really know what to say. I don't really know what to say.
No, listen. You said at throwing the ball. You didn't say at decision making. You didn't say at anything else. It was throwing the ball. They throw a similar ball. That is like the only thing
No, they don't. No, they don't.
That's how I know you don't watch my mans. You don't watch my mans, bro. That's just facts. Like you don't watch my mans play, bro. You really don't.
But let me.
Hold on.
Next year, what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch all the fucking Eagles
20 games,
and I'm
right?
going to send you a damn text every time he
Send me
fucks up
whatever
a
you
throw.
want. We played 20 games. You saw 5. We played 20. You saw 5.
Hold on, bro. Let me finish why I also compared the two.
Right.
Both had their passing games refined by the same college head coach who's renowned for doing that. Caleb Williams, everything. If you go look at the numbers, even for this year, Baker Mayfield threw way more pass attempts than Jalen Hurts, but the percentage level of completions, and even if you go to the more refined, hold on. If you go to the more refined numbers, if you go to ProReference.com and you can actually do a comparison between one player to the next. When you put them two together, the numbers, all the other smaller numbers, the more meaningful numbers, it's not even the same, man. That's what I said. I get it, but at the end of the day, the numbers aren't going to lie in this one. And I watch a lot of, I watch the red zone, so I get to see everybody's game. And as much, I love both of these guys, but I cannot. They're not on the same level, man. And when it comes, and I'm talking about pure passing, 1-5.
I didn't say that. I just said they throw a similar ball.
They don't.
I didn't say nothing about stats. I didn't say
they
nothing.
Don't though. They don't though.
I said the way they throw a damn ball, it looks similar.
They don't. You don't watch their game.
I mean, Jalen Hurts has a stronger arm than Baker Mayfield, though.
You don't watch my bro. Stop. That's
number
what
two
that's what I'm trying to say.
Podcast in America. I had the number 2 sports podcast in America behind Howard Cowherd, and you telling me I don't know how to watch football?
You didn't watch
I know how to watch football. The motherfucker
I didn't say you didn't know how. I said you didn't watch.
A lot.
I said you didn't watch football. I said you didn't watch. See the difference?
I did watch.
You watched 5 games out of 20 games. We played 20. You saw 5.
Because
I
you
seen 20.
My Bengals play. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm
he
not going
to. He dropped the dime on your ass. He dropped the dime on your Bengals. On your ass.
I'm not
and I was
saying he ain't capable of it. You're acting like I said. You're acting like I said he goes out there and throws terrible passes the whole fucking game. I didn't say that.
I never said
All
I
I'm
never
saying
said you
is-
did.
And I'm
What you
trying to
said
give the motherfucker a compliment before you
you
started
said this
going
the other
in on
day.
this dumb
You
shit.
said this the other
All
day
I'm
that he
saying
don't throw a
is
good
the
ball.
motherfucker makes
And you're
bad
wrong.
throws. He
You're
makes
wrong.
bad throws. He
You're
makes
wrong.
bad
Your
throws.
quarterback does too.
Our
All of
quarterbacks
I
them.
make
mean,
bad throws.
everybody makes bad throws, just
But
some
you
more
said
than
he has a
others.
bad ball because
Exactly.
he makes bad
Some
because he
more
has a
than
bad
others.
throw.
Some
Like,
more than others. Some more than
you know
others.
who got a bad throw?
If he didn't
Bad
have
ball.
legs and couldn't run the ball, he
Peyton
wouldn't be
Manning.
he wouldn't be a great quarterback. He wouldn't be.
Hey, we'll find to be fair. A few days ago, before the Super Bowl, you and him was going back and forth with that on the text message,
Hey,
and I didn't respond, but I looked at that, and I was like,
remember when he just
so he
said
kind of got he kind of does have some receipts on what you said. That's what I was like.
no, but he said he just look. That's what I wanted him to say. I couldn't wait. He said if he didn't have good legs, he wouldn't be a good quarterback, right? What did I just say? In 2023, he was number 2 in the MVP for the regular season, and it wasn't from running the ball. It was from throwing the ball. What are you talking about? He don't need his legs, 1-5. If he needed his legs, he wouldn't throw the ball as well as he does.
If
Remember,
he
when
didn't
you stop his run, what does he do?
All right. If he
Burns
didn't run
your
the
ass.
fucking ball at all, if he didn't run the fucking ball at all in the Super Bowl, do you win that? No, you don't. You don't win the Super
What
Bowl.
does it have to?
without
What?
running.
But you said in general, period. If he couldn't run the ball,
Well,
he wouldn't be
that's
a
how
good
you
quarterback.
guys do me.
You just
guys
lied.
do me same shit.
He was 17.
I'm talking
He was
about the
17 for
motherfucker
22.
I'm trying to
5
give the
passes.
dude a compliment, and you guys go all ape shit on some dumb shit that don't even matter. I'm just saying he doesn't throw the best ball. Is he a top 10 quarterback at throwing the ball? Absolutely. But I'm not saying he's not in the elite passers with throwing the ball. He doesn't throw a pretty ball. That's the only comment I
What
was
ball
trying
have
to
you seen
make.
him throw?
He
That's
does
my whole
not throw
point.
a pretty ball.
You don't watch him, bro. You
He
don't
does
watch
not
him.
throw a pretty ball.
It's okay.
All right, his
It's
deep
okay.
passes are nice, but anything inside the number, like 15
What?
yards in, 20 yards in, he's not real accurate at those, man.
What?
He's
You don't
not.
watch him. You don't watch him.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Was it the year?
The year before he started. The year before he started. Remember? Hold on. This how you know he don't know what I've done about Jalen Hurts. Let's go back 2 times. Let's go back to 2021 or 2022. Who was the first person that said, "Man, I don't know about Jalen Hurts. We might have to get him the fuck up out of here"?
You was, because I was the one that told you had a quarterback.
And you said, hold on, wait, watch him for a minute. Give him 1 year to start. And I said, all right, I'm going to give him a year to start. When he finally started 2 times, the motherfucker was the number 2 candidate in the MVP race from throwing the ball. The ball, he said, he swears up and down, it's not a good ball. It's not a good ball. But he's leading. He's number 2 in the MVP. So he obviously has a great ball. And every time he throws a deep ball, that motherfucker falls in the basket. That's what a great ball is. Peyton Manning used to throw the ball, and his ball was horrible. And he's the best quarterback damn near of all time. These are facts. Facts.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to get some more inside the numbers, like all of his, you know how they do where they say balls from 0 to 10 yards, balls from 10 to 20, and so on and so forth. I'd like to see his percentage numbers in those compared to other top 5 quarterbacks, just to see where he stands. And I think that's something I'm gonna do some homework on, so that way the next show that we do, I'll go over those numbers. So that'll be my assignment. I'll bring that.
In the Super Bowl, they had him 14 for 15.
No, I'm talking about just in general.
Listen.
Just in general.
Because Dan Orlovsky's on his. Dan Orlovsky had to apologize. He was 14 of 15 inside the numbers in the bowl. Like, bro, this is what he does on the regular. But the only person that watches him for 4 quarters is this guy. So I'm not doing this because he's my quarterback. Because like I said, before he was my starter, I was on his ass. Like, bro, I don't know about him. I don't think he might not be the one. And 2 times talking me off the ledge like, bro, just give him a year to start. If you think he ain't good after a year he start, then I will agree with you. But 2 times will not agree with me for 5 minutes because he like, man, I seen his growth. I seen him at Oklahoma throwing a great. He can throw that motherfucker. And then when I seen the MVP year in 2023, I was like, man, this motherfucker is nice. Nice. The back shoulder, boo. Anywhere you want the ball, he can throw it. Anywhere. Peyton Manning got the ugliest ball ever, but Peyton Manning is the coldest. And he's
Hey, his first completion in the Super Bowl was a back shoulder for a first down, and I said that was kind of impressive.
Don't say that out loud. Don't say that out loud. No, he said he can't do that. He don't do that. He only throw long ball.
Hey man, I ain't gonna attack 1-5, man. I mean, hey, he's still the way he feels. I ain't trying to convince him. I'm just saying. What I'm gonna do for the next show, that we do, I will have the inside numbers on the short, intermediate, and long throw percentages just for this year.
For the record, nowhere in any of this did I ever say Jalen Hurts was a terrible quarterback. I just say he does not throw a pretty ball.
You said if he couldn't run, he would not be good.
He would not.
I mean, you did say he had ass throws. He had ass throws. That's why I was there laughing. Y'all keep saying ass throws. I was like, what?
And that was the heat of the argument. Because you guys was taking my shit and running with it away. I wasn't.
Man, I ain't jumping on you, bro. You know I ain't jumping on you. Hey, come on. Hey, well, don't do that, man.
I got Nick Wright. I got Colin Cowherd. I got Todd. I got Stephen A. Smith. I got Dan Orlovsky. I got all you motherfuckers.
You know
say
what?
anything else about
Hey, man, well, don't be like that, man.
Keep whooping everybody's ass.
They ain't just Tyne Ward's level to me.
Okay,
Jalen Hurts just went there. They had Hines Ward and fucking Joey Porter on the field for me right there.
Hell of a game though. Ass whooping for sure. Most of the country loved it because we beat their ass.
Yeah.
We got a lot of complaints from the motherfuckers that was hating was the non-football fans. Oh man, it was boring. It was this and shut the fuck up. Because if you're a real football fan and you didn't like the Chiefs, you was happy as shit you seen this ass whooping. It didn't even matter.
I haven't seen an ass whooping that bad in a Super Bowl since 2 times Niners gave it to the Broncos back in 88 or 89, something like that, 90.
Seahawks
Broncos.
They beat Peyton Manning's ass up.
I actually got 5 of them. I got this game. I got Denver and Seattle.
94 you in San Diego.
Those are my list because I was telling Dan Juan of it because we was talking about this. I said these are the 5 games right here: Denver and Seattle, this game, Oakland and Tampa Bay, Baltimore and New York Giants, and then us in Denver, and then my honorable mention was us in San Diego, and then the Bears and Patriots was in my top 5 actually. Bears and Patriots 85.
I think your San Diego game is top 5. Yeah. I don't think. Yeah. Now Baltimore's game, they beat the shit out of the Giants, but it was an ugly ass game for real. It wasn't a dominating game where.
Well, they only scored on the kickoff. If Jermaine what's his name? Ron Dixon returned that punt. They don't score.
I would give that one honorable mention, and I would put that 94, the San Diego San Francisco. That's top 5 because the shit Steve Young did. Man, Steve Young was on fucking fire.
I agree with the ugly, but if it wasn't for that kickoff return, the Giants don't even score. And they scored. There was 3 touchdowns scored in 36 seconds in that game.
I get that, but when you actually watch the game, all the Baltimore touchdowns was like this.
Yeah, they were terrible.
Yep.
Kerry Collins was so goddamn sorry. He didn't. I mean, it was the worst shit I ever seen in my life. Like, and then Trent Dilfer was the other quarterback. That shit was really ass. That shit was ass.
Speaking of ass quarterbacks, Trent Dilfer is the most ass quarterback to win a Super Bowl by far. Has to be. That's got to be a question for all the people out there. Who's the worst quarterback to win a Super Bowl?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's the worst.
Man, it's got.
We had to think about that one.
Plunkett, man.
It's probably going to be. You said who?
You said Plunkett?
Yeah. What was the?
No, Plunkett won 2 Super Bowls though. Plunkett won
that's
2.
what I'm saying.
Hey,
To win.
Brad Johnson was sorry
Brad
as fuck to
Johnson
me.
was sorry.
He wasn't shit for real.
And
Yeah,
Jeff
Denver or Brad Johnson. It's either Denver or Brad Johnson.
Hostetler was a bomb too.
Yeah, Hostetler.
Yeah.
Stepped in kind of like your boy did.
Nick Foles.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that he came in
But
late.
Nick Foles was better because Nick Foles played the whole playoffs though.
Yeah,
And he played part of the end of the regular season.
But he has a bum career.
He does.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It might.
Would Phil Simms have been the worst quarterback to win a Super Bowl?
No.
Phil Simms
No, during the 80s, if you go look at the stats and everything, Phil Simms was one of the top quarterbacks of the 80s.
I thought Phil Simms was actually a good quarterback.
He had a really good team around him.
I mean, but any quarterback that wins has to have a good team around him. Hey, name a Super Bowl winner that had nobody around him and he won.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Yeah, that's fact.
Hey, yeah, what Super Bowl is? Hey, anybody can put out here dragging a shitty ass team on a Super Bowl.
I will say defensively, the Eagles fucked KC up. Dude,
that was some bad shit.
That was beautiful. That defensive line and them linebackers.
Imagine only rushing 4.
Yeah.
You don't get past the 50-yard line to the middle of the third quarter.
No, it was the last game played the third quarter.
And I don't even blitz you until the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Well, their offensive KC's offensive line was ass. But shout out to my man from Alter that plays on KC's line of their left tackle. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But he's from
But I will say this. I ain't gonna lie, during this ass whooping, I kind of felt like that old lady in the background on New Jack City when Scotty was whooping Nino's ass. Whoop that ass!
Yeah, it was a beautiful thing to watch. You guys did a good job in that game, man.
I got a question. So, the year's over, and then I'm gonna get into some other shit after this. But who's the favorite? Who's the favorite coming out the AFC to y'all next year? Or who's the favorite to come out the NFC next year so far to y'all?
Well, you guys are the favorite in the NFC for sure. Like as of right now, without any moves and stuff.
Without the moves yet.
Without the moves in the AFC, I would have to put Baltimore at the top of the list right now in the AFC. You know what I mean?
I can see that.
Yeah, because Buffalo. I mean,
I don't know. The reason why I don't know, because Kansas City, you got to remember, Rashee Rice got hurt in the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
Rashee Rice is a monster. Hollywood Brown got hurt at the beginning of the year.
Right.
So we never really got to see his full, with Worthy, the full receiving core. But I probably would go with Baltimore. I'd probably go with Baltimore too.
Yeah, because
right.
KC's got to do something with their offensive line, dude. You guys,
they do, and they don't have it.
Nah, you guys just wrote the fucking playbook on how to play them. So,
and I don't think Buffalo is going to be the same next year. I really don't.
I don't think.
No, because James Cook wants $15 million a year now.
I know. I've seen that. So who you think 2 times is the favorite in the NFC right now? Who do you think is the favorite in the AFC for this upcoming year? Without the trades, without anything, just straight up right now.
I'm gonna go ahead and keep y'all right where y'all are because the defending Super Bowl champion it should get the respect because, like I said, because everybody's been talking about now they're on the clock for the Super Bowl hangover. I said, but that's not fair because we're not even a week past the Super Bowl and we don't even know. Like I said, let's not even do that. So I'm gonna keep y'all where y'all are at number 1, and in the AFC. Right now, as I see it, regardless of who makes moves or who didn't move and did everything else, I'm gonna keep Kansas City right where they are too, because like you said earlier, everybody in the AFC is scared of Kansas City anyway. Whether Kelsey comes back or not is redundant because they're gonna get Rashee Rice back and whatever moves they make. But like I said, even if they didn't make any moves, as long as you got Mahomes in the AFC, you can beat pretty much anybody over there.
I have the youngest defense in the NFL I have 10 out of 11 starters coming back on offense. I'm keeping my defensive coordinator. The only person I lost was Kellen Moore to the Saints, which I was about to get to that. But that still ain't really a big loss because the guy that we're supposed to promote is the quarterback coach that knows all Kellen Moore's plays. So it's basically going to be the same offense. I doubt we're going to change anything, but it's only a few key signings we need on the defensive line. But I think we're going to keep two out of the four. It's Zach Bond. We definitely going to keep that linebacker because he had an all-pro year.
Josh Sweat.
We debating between Josh Sweat and Milton Williams. Milton Williams and Josh Sweat is up for a contract. So whichever one we're going to let one go, we're going to keep the other one. Yeah. But Milton Williams is like I told you, he's Javon Hargrave, just the opposite. You know, Javon Hargrave, he's a great run stopper, but he can't pass rush. Milton Williams is a great pass rusher, but he doesn't stop the run well. So that's why we might, I don't know, but Sweat gonna get more money than Milton Williams. Right. He gonna get way more money. Yeah. So we gonna, you know, because he had a hell of a year. Yeah. But he had a hell of a year in 2023 too. Yeah. So I'm gonna transition right into that. Kellen Moore to the Saints. Yeah. I feel sorry for him. I mean, you don't have nothing to work with. Your cap is fucked up. It's fucked up. And then
according to him, he said he was a career quarterback.
Right, but you know the management is fucked up too. You know the story came out about their management. There's some foul shit going on over there. I wouldn't even fucked with them. I would have.
Yeah, Loomis and all them, man. They wild as fuck.
Yeah, they on some bullshit.
Ever since Tom Benson died and his family took over that team, things ain't been right there.
Right. Now I'm gonna give 1 5 props on this. He called this, but it was already in the works. Matt Patricia to Ohio State. I'm not. I just.
I know he wasn't excited about it. That's why I sent it to him.
Because you got to understand, Matt Patricia was my DC at the end of the year last year when we lost 6 games straight. Yeah. And I'm like, but I can't really be mad at him because he kind of took over when it was fucked up. So maybe if he gets a fresh start, maybe it, you know, I mean, he's got lineage, he's got a pedigree, and you know, we're a winning culture. So it might, you know, I hope he's great. I really do.
Well, just keep in mind too, he studied under the greatest defensive coach in NFL history, Bill Belichick. Yeah. So, I mean, he's definitely got the pedigree. He's smart. Sometimes I think he suffers from what 2 times his head coach suffers from, where he thinks he's too smart for the room.
Oh my God!
He has some dumb shit he ain't supposed to do. So, you know, what I mean,
don't dumb shit.
So, you know, I think Matt Patricia is one of those guys like a Rex Ryan or a Bob Ryan or whatever the fuck the Ryan brothers are.
Yeah.
They're better coordinators than they are head coaches. You know what I mean? So I hope he gets in there and does a good job, man. Because to me, I would have loved to see him keep Nolan, but they didn't. And then, that was his name, defensive coordinator.
Jim Knowles.
Jim Knowles. Yeah. I said Nolan. I would have loved to see him keep Jim Knowles.
But Jim Knowles is a Pennsylvania guy, so he basically just went home. He wanted to go home. Yeah, I ain't mad at him. He wanted to go home.
If they didn't keep,
he could have chose fucking Pittsburgh. What the fuck you had to pick Penn State though? Like damn, bro. But that's who offered him. So I mean, they cashed him the fuck out. But guess what? Remember this though. I said this though. They still ain't gonna win because Drew Allen ain't quarterback.
Hey,
he a motherfucking pepper. It don't even matter.
You know what Ohio State should do just to be petty as fuck? Go over there and offer their running back coach a lot of money because that's the only thing on offense worth a shit.
No, we don't need
him. I like
him.
our running back coach.
We got the best running back coach. We stole him from Oregon. Yeah. He the truth. He the reason why Travion was so raw. Right. I'm not going to get into any trade talks, any free agency about the NFL. Our next episode, we're going to do that. Please like and share the episode. I want to get into a little basketball. Luka Doncic had his debut again with the Lakers the other night, 14-5-4. We beat the Jazz. Then he came back the other night with LeBron again, and we got our ass whooped by the Jazz. What sucks is they rescinded the trade when we don't have Mark Williams.
Yep. I saw that.
And it was because of a physical.
Talked about it. Yep.
There's actually the Hornets are actually disputing that.
So they still want Dalton Connect and shit.
Apparently. But but see, it's too late. It's too late. They can't. But see, here's the thing: the NBA's already said, regardless of what happens, what mediation happens, the trade is gonna have to stay. They can't do anything about it.
So we went and got the big man from Sacramento signed with us, Alex Lynn.
Yeah, Lynn.
Yeah.
Lynn has been around the league.
Now this is what I want to talk to y'all about. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I seen it and I watched it live. I gotta say this out loud. I didn't know what I was gonna see, but they rolling since it happened. Jimmy Butler looked good with Golden State, goddammit. Jimmy Butler and Golden State look really, really good together, man. I don't know what the fuck it is.
That's his MO, man. You know what I mean? He wears out his welcome where he's at, and then the next team he balls out for that next year.
Yeah, he's done everywhere. They didn't shock me, man.
But you know what it is?
Yeah.
You right, 1-5. And it's because his playmaking ability with a 3-point shooting team like that, it always gonna work. Because he's a 2-point bucket getter regardless anyway.
Right. Yeah.
They look good though.
You know what? They kind of put Jimmy in a position where he wanted to be at anyway. He was playing with younger players throughout his career, and he felt like he had to be unc to everybody or big brother to everybody, and now he
ain't. He on the same playing field with Draymond and Steph. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
I
think
right.
And they won multiple titles, and he ain't won shit. So he feel like he got to prove himself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I agree.
absolutely.
But you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think in the long run we're gonna end up winning that trade scenario. And the reason why I say that is throughout everything that we did this was probably the best trading deadline move we made, including getting Davion Mitchell. Because I feel like we're trying to prepare to slow down Boston, which is gonna be damn near impossible to do anyway. But bringing in all that defense to be able to guard all them guards and wings that they have, I think is a tremendous step. The only problem that gets in our way is we have severe power outages on offense. If we can fix that, we can be a force. But I don't know if we can fix that.
Right.
We're consistent from the perimeter.
I think the only team that can give Boston a problem right now is Cleveland. And it's because the way Cleveland match up with them, they have two scorers. They got defensive players. They got Drew Holiday. They got Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley is an 18 point per game guy. I mean, I want to see that in the Eastern Conference Finals. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to see it. I really do. And I don't care who got home court advantage. I just want to see the shit. The West.
I would prefer if Cleveland had it.
I don't really give a fuck.
I'm excited to see if Detroit makes it.
I don't like neither one of them, so I don't give a fuck.
No, I ain't there.
Yeah.
Boston the worst.
I respect Boston.
No, I got nothing. Like I said, when it comes to what they've done to win, I ain't mad at that. I give them their props to that, but I just hate them because they're Boston.
I'm a Tatum. You got to think. I'm a Laker fan, and I don't even hate Boston no more because it's not the same. The rivalry ain't the same no more. Yeah, we both got so many rings, but it's like, bro, when we play each other, we don't even really. When y'all watch the game, I'll be like this. Oh, okay. Because I fuck with Tatum and I fuck with Brown. Celtics ain't got no players for me to hate like they used to. You know what I'm saying? I used to hate Paul Pierce.
And Paul Pierce.
I couldn't stand Paul Pierce.
Hey, so let me say this. If the Lakers win this year, you better go play the lottery, bro, or take your ass to the casino or something. Because they're going to hit the trifecta of
the hat trick, the fucking hat trick.
Hey, why I say that shit? I said, bro, it'll be, because remember at first I said it'd be some shit if both my football teams won. Then they won the motherfucker. Then I'm like, but damn.
Nintendo game.
All season.
Cutting out.
He had one of the be cool moments.
Yeah,
where he
you
froze in one
I don't think
spot.
that's ever been done as a fan. Has that ever been done as a fan? Win
I don't
everything in
know.
1 year?
I don't know. The only thing,
All
the
your
only
teams
thing
win
that
in
would
1
top
year.
that off is if Boston wins the World Series this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Uh,
Because we had
I,
a hell of an offseason.
Yeah.
I think my favorite pool player won the same year the 49ers did. That's about it.
Yeah. You know, I heard something the other day, 2 times. Your team has got the 4th most wins in football, Oklahoma, since like 2010 or some shit. And you guys ain't got no chips to show for it. That is insane. That is
Because
insane.
they always keep talent. You
Yeah.
got to think like they're outside of where they are.
Yeah.
They the biggest for real.
Yeah.
I mean, when they ain't competing with Texas, but
Right.
they were so known for so many years. Texas really just now catching up with Oklahoma. A lot of motherfuckers don't know that, but
No.
see, because a lot of people think Texas was already there. No, motherfucker, Oklahoma been whooping their ass. Like y'all catching up, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's just lately Texas been better because of this NIL shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people don't realize we've only been connected at the hip conference wise since 1996. They used to be in the Southwestern Conference for years, and we would beat their ass when they was over there. So it didn't matter where they was. We had to shoot for that ass.
So who we got before 1-5 disappeared? Who we got in the finals? I definitely got Boston. I got Boston out the East for sure.
Boston, and I'm gonna have to say out the West.
I know what's wrong with him. He getting a phone call.
Probably so. I'm probably going to stick with maybe Oklahoma City.
Bruh, can I be
I
honest?
know it's just yeah.
Listen, and this is what all I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna ask you 1-5 with who you think too. I want to stick with Oklahoma City out the West, but for some reason, it's something in the back of my mind that keeps telling me they gonna fuck around and slip and fuck up again.
That's what I think.
That's what I say.
And Minnesota both. You know what I mean?
Minnesota's done. They ain't got.
Yeah, they're done.
Minnesota's done.
You know,
And then the fact that Glenn Taylor just lost a judgment, he's gonna have to sell that team. What's called now?
yeah.
He got to finish that sale.
You know,
So he's gonna end up losing that team.
you know who I like in the West right now?
Cool.
You're gonna be surprised, but I like the Lakers coming out the West or the Mavs.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah, I like the Mavs.
I like the Mavs if AD is healthy.
Yeah. AD's got to
If
be
he's healthy, they got a squad for real. I like us too though, but I feel like we too small. Because when we get to the playoffs and we play a team like Dallas will smoke us because they got 3 motherfucking big men. That's goddamn it 18 fouls.
Man, I'm surprised you guys didn't get a big man in that trade too. You know what I mean?
And Alex Lynn is one person. I mean, we still got Jackson the one motherfucker.
Jackson Hayes.
Yeah,
y'all read Christian Wood today.
Yeah, he's a bum. He be bullshitting, man.
And remember, he had that great year with the Dallas, and they just had y'all getting him, and then y'all got him, and he didn't really do shit.
So you got 2 times. You got Boston and OKC.
I really don't want to stick with OKC because like I feel the way you feel, but that's right now. I'm just gonna stick with the obvious over there.
It's crazy. It's weird though. Because I want to see OKC get it. I want to see them.
Yeah, that's my hometown. I would love to see them. I would love to see them get there.
1-5, you got Boston and versus LA or the Mavs, or you got Cleveland.
Man, I'm gonna make it rhyme. I'm gonna go Mavs, Cavs.
Okay, I got Celtics. I got Celtics, Lakers, or Celtics, Mavs.
Okay.
And my dark horse, I got a dark horse though. I got a Spurs. I hate to say it out loud. So my cousin Brandon, he gonna lose his fucking mind when he hear that bullshit. He gonna be geeking. We about to get into our side note so we can get the fuck up out of here, man. This is just our pre-Super Bowl recap show. The next show will be the NFL free agency. We were also getting more football. More basketball, and we're gonna start getting into women's basketball, a little bit more college basketball as well. So y'all get y'all ears open because we got to fill in all these holes this year. Because when football is over, it's like, damn. It's like, damn.
We're talking about underwater basket weaving.
Right. NBA be so goddamn boring. I did 1-5 the last time, first 2 times. What? No, I did you first last time. 1-5. What's your side note today?
All right, my side note is shout out to NBA 2K. All right, for finally getting. Yeah, I want to give a video game a shout out today. They finally made it to where if you're a female, you can get in there and do a character in the game. And I thought that was dope, man. You can play the WNBA and all that stuff like we do.
Dope. That's dope.
And I thought that was really dope, and that was something I said the past 2 years that they was missing. If they really wanted to grow the female game, make it to where females can be females, man.
Yep.
Instead of playing with dude players or dude, you know what I mean? So shout out to them for finally listening to the fans and putting the females in there and letting them do their thing. It's dope.
And the only reason why I said what I said when you said 2K is because a lot of people do not like 2K no more. Like 2K fell off. It's not a fan favorite like it was. Right. You know, 2K used to be the shit. Yeah, now motherfuckers be like, nigga, I only play college football or Madden. They don't really fuck with 2K. 2 times. What's your side note?
Like to give a happy birthday to Randy Moss, who turns 48 today.
Shout out to Randy, man. Shout out to his return too. When he returned to the bowl in the Super Bowl and he was crying, I really love that. Everybody love Randy Moss. We love you, Randy. You are dog. Like you, it's you, it's Jerry, and then it's you. That's it in my book. It's Jerry, then it's you.
Him and Terrell Owens will eternally fight for number 2 behind Jerry Rice in my book.
They are 2A and 2B, but Jerry is fucking 1. Jerry's number 1. My side note for the is I played a record, an unreleased track for somebody that I basically raised as a child, and she's going to be a freshman next year, and she's an 8th grader, and I played it for her and her homegirl, and they lost it. And it's a record that me and Todd is going to present to Def Jam soon, and I was in shock. I couldn't believe it because I'm older now, so when I'm thinking about they ain't even gonna be able to feel this, and when it came on. It was so dope. She texted me the next day and said, "Where is it at?" So I could put it on my phone. And I said, "It's not released yet. You gotta wait." So it's just to let everybody know we got some shit coming. Me and Ty got another album coming. It's called Legendary. Most of it is done, but it's not. But this shit, man, they hear 8th graders and they're girls like to be like, this shit is hard. Fuck me up. So. I just want to give a shout out to her. Shout out to Lily. That's all we got for this weekend, man. We got y'all coming up. We got a good show coming up as far as free agency. We're gonna talk basketball. We're gonna talk a little bit of everything. Don't forget, we still got some shit. I got some shit opened up about your boy with the massage guy. Shout out to the massage guy, Mr. Justin Tucker. I got some shit for you, Justin. We ain't done with your ass. Next show we on you. I say every time we do this, go ahead.
I was gonna say he put a new phrase to getting tucked, didn't he? New tuck roll. The new tuck roll when you go to massage parlors.
You fucked up. I knew it. He had to give y'all one. But everything I do it on God. Everything we do it on God. Every time I do it, these 2 crazy motherfuckers do it on God. I'm Young Money Bad News, the co-CEO of the Star Money Click. No more rapper in the world. BMC for life. That is 1-5. The other owner of the Star Money Click. He is the owner of Punish Me Vodka, who sponsors us. No one producer in the world. That is Jimmy 2 times. The excited 49er fan and a hopeful Oklahoma Sooner fan. My brother from another mother. We was the On God podcast. Y'all stay prayed up. Y'all go get y'all bag tomorrow. We out.
Assalamu alaikum.